for Waterford. Ger, what's your half-time verdict?
Well, it's a typical Waterford start to the game. You know, against Cork, it took them 22 minutes to get their first point from play. Against Tip in the league, it took them 23 minutes to get their first point from play. And then after that, you know, you think in the first 20 minutes they were going to be overrun because, you know, Tip seemed to have all the answers. They were breaking through their so-called system. Pádraig Maher was cleaning up as the sweeper. But gradually, you know, Kevin Moran gave great inspiration around the middle of the field. He scored 2 great points. And then Tip started to get a bit casual in defence. He gave away about 4 scores from, you know, there were errors rather than great play on Waterford's part. I'd still be a bit worried about Waterford. They look sluggish to me. They don't seem to have the same zip about their play as they had in the 2 games up to now. But they're right back in the game. The Borka's controlling it as their sweeper. You know, I still think Tip have a bit more threat up front, and I just cannot understand how you play a team with 1 forward inside and Pádraig Maher standing in front of him and cleaning out everything.
But
you know, is that going to, I know that's their system, but is it going to work?
Waterford doing the same thing. They've tied the Burka back there. Like, that's the way they play.
But they have 2 up, Cyril.
They have, but they're trying to counteract it. But like most of the Waterford, it's right, the good scores have come from overturns. 4 of them, they were out of the game, and the next thing, the mistakes by Tip that had the ball. Up to that, they were going lovely. It's anyone's game at this stage.
That Waterford live on scraps. That's the way they play it. They don't mind driving wides. They don't seem to mind. Like Darragh Fives is a cornerback, has a shot from 80 yards over the bar. Yeah. And I said, they live on the scraps. Yeah. And that's what they did. That's what they've done the first half. And I know Gerard's point saying, you know, they don't look it, but it's the same way. That's the way they kind of break it down.
I'm just saying it's typical, sir. It's typical of the way they play, especially their first half. Yeah. Now, in games up to now, once they got control, then they were able to drive on. So that is going to be the real interesting thing after half-time, to see now that they are in the game, that they are, you know, right back on parity with Tipperary. Will they now drive on like they have done in the 2 games beforehand?
But Darragh, the big thing now is this. Numbers are gone. The goalie is number 1, but after that, before 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 backline in their time playing, that's gone. The numbers are gone. They're all over the pitch, so it's nearly gone now. You pick your goal, you pick the 14 best hurlers, whoever they are, backs, and put them out and work without them. Because like you have Breen playing cornerback and out midfield, you have you know what they call Fives going up scoring, but he scored from outside midfield. The numbers, forget about the numbers on their back because they're just tracking.
Let's follow that trend of the game as Ger set it out for us there, Henry, and we'll start with the way Tipperary started. They did begin the match in a very positive frame, 6-2 after 13 minutes.
Yeah, no, they started very well, and Ty de Burka, who hit a lot of ball, was here now, but Tip were using the ball a little bit better at the beginning of the match. And here it is, the diagonal ball, we showed it before the game, and Niall O'Mara, who was marking Ty de Burka at the time, broke onto this ball and put it over the bar. Very good score. And he started the game very well. Here's Ty de Burka again, hitting the ball out of the defence, but Pádraig Maher sweeping it, coming in, grabbing a great ball, throwing it off, and they were using the ball a bit more intelligently at this stage. Now, they were being a little sloppy with the one hand, but here it comes through again, and a ball into Bonner Maher. Great touch, great wrist, and very sharp, and they look sharp at this stage over the bar. And that's the way they started, and the crowd were behind them. But then, as Gerard said, we got on to the sloppy pace started to creep in for Tipperary, and it kind of sucks the life out of the players, but as well as out of the supporters. They kind of go, oh no, that's a mistake by us, and that's what's after happening, letting Waterford back into the game.
And here's Waterford in control, Cyril.
Yeah, after 13 minutes, like it was about 6 points to 2 for Tip. Now here again, look at Pádraig Maher, it's a long ball down. No, okay. Big tussle under the ball, but again, there's plenty of sticksmen around now. They're very good hurlers and very natural on the ball. Here to come, 2 or 3 run to get a little flick pass, another little one here, beautiful score here. Like this is as good as you're going to see anywhere. Like bang over the bar. Now look, they're on a roll this time, and the next few scores after this, then you had Tip kind of making kind of silly mistakes. Where again now, here's the Burka, comes up, has a little look up the pitch, and a lovely little flick pass up along here, catch. Morris shot, I was going to say big day. Morris turns around, he's on a roll this time, bang over the bar. Like, you know, at this stage, Waterford are in the groove, and as Henry said, when they get in that kind of groove, now look at this. Little flick, this is sloppy play here now. It goes around, intercepted here again, bang, back over the bar again. At this stage, like, Waterford could do no wrong. It was kind of coming from mistakes by Tip rather than this. And again, another one here, like again, misses this ball down here. Plenty of support play. You know, this is their bet. Now this is more. This guy is leading by example. He's all over the pitch. He plays everywhere, up and down the pitch, back onto his favourite left-hand side. That's his 2nd score in the first half. He's igniting the whole. He's rising the goal or the Waterford crowd to to get up.
Yeah, they put Michael Breen on Kevin Moran at the start, which would be a bit of a surprise. He was picked the cornerback, and he played fullback for their minors and for their under-21s. Yeah. It's not working out. They've moved into the full forward line. It'll be interesting to see who they put on him now.
Thanks, man. The second half of the 2015 Munster final is coming up very shortly.